Is New Delhi contemplating dumping China-led global forums like BRICS and SCO? Is India unwillingly to be seen on the same stage as China following the Galwan Valley clashes and New Delhi's growing ties with the West? Some key questions arise as Prime Minister Modi has decided to skip in-person BRICS Summit in South Africa. Instead, the Indian Prime Minister will only virtually join the summit. There is a growing discomfort in New Delhi about being part of groups like BRICS and SCO which China dominates, especially as India inches closer to the United States and other Western powers. According to the reports, there is a quote, growing discomfort among power circle in New Delhi about Chinese-led groupings in BRICS and SCO. PM Modi will participate virtually in the 15th BRICS Summit in Johannesburg, South Africa from August 22nd to 24th. Even though the summit marks the first in-person meeting for the BRICS nation since the pandemic outbreak. BRICS, a grouping of heavyweights, includes Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. By mutual agreement between all BRICS nations, President Putin will not be attending this summit either given the raging conflict with Ukraine. Just a month back, despite holding the presidency, India decided to abandon hosting as in-person SCO summit and instead hosted it virtually, thus also avoiding inviting Pakistan PM Shehbaz Sharif and Chinese President Xi Jinping to Delhi. Meanwhile, India also holds the presidency of the G20 grouping and plans are underway in full swing. World leaders will converge in India in early September. Yet Modi and Xi have not engaged each other diplomatically since the 2019 BRICS Summit in Brazil. A meeting between Modi and Xi is growing ever more essential. The border standoff continues 3 years after the Galwan clashes, while diplomatic flare-ups have only hardened altitudes, even as both nuclear-armed neighbors continue to fortify and arm the line of actual control. Relationship between New Delhi and Beijing have sunk to their lowest after a deadly clash in eastern Ladakh in 2020, in which 20 Indian soldiers and an unconfirmed number of Chinese troops were killed. Meanwhile, BRICS is slowly but surely gaining momentum and stature on the world stage, with reports suggest that 20 to 40 nations have expressed their desire to join this grouping, which is seen as an alternative to the US-led West.